Okay, class, today we're going to be doing transformations with technology. Now, this activity looks at transformations using a graphing calculator. I'm aware that many of you don't have a graphing calculator at home, but you're going to have the opportunity to use it in class. So right now, I just want you to follow along so you can make sure you see what I do. Now, first, they're going to tell us to find the Y1 command. You find this by pressing the bars button on your calculator. So if you look here, it's playing the disappearing act. You can see my bars button. So I'm going to press my bars button. Now I want to go into Y bars. So I'm going to arrow over, go into Y bars, hit enter, and now I can see where my Y1 is. That's important to know where that is. So now we're going to look at doing vertical transformations. So I want to compare y equals f of x to y equals f of x plus 2. So in my calculator, what I first need to do is I need to enter y1 times x plus 2. So I'm going to go to my y equals, and I'm going to clear that out. I'm going to enter into y2, y1, and remember we said hit bars, go to y, and then hit enter, and then hit enter. So there's my y1. So I want y1, and then open parentheses, x, close parentheses, and then I want to put plus 2. Okay, does everybody see that? And does mine look correct? Okay, if you see the fact that I have 2 parentheses there, you're correct. I need to take one of those off. So I'm going to just arrow over and simply hit delete, and it's going to delete that one parenthesis. Well, then I'm going to go up into y1, and I want y1 to be exactly what it says on the graph, x plus 1. So in my calculator, I'm going to go over here and bold this one. That way I know what it looks like and I can see the difference very easily. So now I'm going to put in x plus 1. Well, now I want to see how those graphs relate to each other. So now I'm just going to simply hit graph. And there's my bolded original line. And there's the transformation. So you can see it's shifted up a couple of units. So then you're going to draw that on your paper. You're going to draw the one and then draw the other one, something like that. And then you're going to do the same. The good thing is by putting that already in my calculator, I very simply just need to go in and change my y1. So now I'm going to change my y1 to x squared. So I'm going to simply put x squared. And then I'm going to delete the rest of that. So now when I go to my graph, I can see my original. And then I can see the transformation. So I have one, and then I have the other one transform up. I don't think I drew my graph quite correct, so let's try that again. Okay, I have the one that goes the parent function, and then there we go, that's better. And then I have the one that moved, shifted up. And now I'm going to do the last one, and we can see that the last one is 1 divided by x. What kind of function is that? Okay, correct. That is a rational function. So now I'm going to go back to y equals, go here, and I'm going to plug in. I'll always get in the habit of putting fractions in parentheses. So I'm going to put 1 divided by x, close parentheses. And I'm going to go back and bold it because I think I cleared it so my line won't be bolded. And I always want my line bolded so it's easy for me to see where the original is. So that's my original, and that's how it changed. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on my graph as well. Any questions on that so far? Okay, let's go ahead and quickly look at the other pages. So if you look at number 2, let's look at number 2 first. I'm going to have f of x, then I'm going to have f of x minus 2. Now, with all the transformations we've done, you should be able to make a prediction about what you think is going to happen. Let's look at the next one. So then we have f of x, and then we have f of x minus 2. So we want to see what kind of change we think that's going to make. And these equations need to start looking familiar to you. And then we have one that has stretches and compressions. Let me go back for a second. Let's pay attention to this. Go ahead and highlight these key things. Horizontal transformations. And if I go back to the first one, we had vertical transformations. So what's vertical? Up and down. What's horizontal? Side to side. And then what do we have here? Here we have dilations. We have vertical dilations, which we refer to in math as stretches and compressions. So we're going to look at what makes it stretch and what makes it compress. And then we have horizontal dilations. That's a stretch and a compression as well. And then we're going to go on and look at reflections. to see if it crosses or reflects across the x-axis, or if it reflects across the y-axis. So that's what we're going to work on in class. So go back to your first sheet and see if you can figure out what you predict. And it's okay to just write on the side here what you predict this one's going to do. What do you predict this one's going to do? Okay, class, you've been great. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Good luck with this and have a good evening.